Hey, what's up, you guys? Just wanted to come on here just to share something with you. I was just thinking about something that was pretty interesting, and I just wanted to come on here and just share it with you. And so, for me, I pretty much don't watch the news on a daily basis, and I haven't been watching any news for the past 6 years, and I feel great. And went online to do some research, just want to make sure that I wasn't the only one who feels this way, and I checked out some videos online, and it turns out that I'm not the only person who feels this way. It turns out almost everybody feels the same, across the country and around the world, there are some people who just don't watch the news, and so for me, a couple reasons why I pretty much don't watch the news is, just in terms of consumption, in terms of the kind of information that goes out, you know, and it's not a question on whether the information is accurate or inaccurate, it's more so about, just the overwhelming number of information that comes out, which is pretty much negative information, bad news. And, how bad news can pretty much, be discouraging, for most people, For me, I remember 6 years ago when I used to watch the news almost religiously, and just watching just the things that are just going on in the world, and everything from politics to natural disasters and things of that nature. Just a lot of things going on, and how it just really doesn't, how I really felt that it just didn't inspire me on a personal level in terms of, just doing my part to make a difference. And at first, I started to look at the news from a lens of fear, But after a while, I started to really, gain an understanding that these things are happening, but it doesn't have to be this way, And so, many of us, as citizens or quote unquote civilians, can do our part to make a difference in our communities by using the gifts and talents that we have, to make a difference. Whether it's through art, whether it's through sports, anything, poetry, painting, anything to make a difference, or just doing a good deed for someone, just doing something nice for someone. And, and it's sad how, even these days, how most of the good news, because there is a number of good news happening. There are people who are making a difference and doing something positive, and, spreading happiness and love and hope for people, for everyone else, But it seems like the good news these days is being overshadowed by so much negativity, and it shouldn't be this way, and it's pretty much stoking feelings of fear and, and anxiety in a lot of people, across the country and around the world. And it pretty much alters your point of view, your perspective of the world around you, which causes you to end up in this bubble of security, and so life has so much to offer us, life has so much to offer you, but you'll never know how sweet life is if you don't take a chance and get out there and take a taste for yourself, and so life can be beautiful, and so, things happen in life, but we can either do two things. There are only two options. We can either allow the negativity to consume us and keep us in a place of fear, or we can allow it to serve as inspiration for us to get out there and do our part and make a contribution to the world and make our mark on the world, making a difference and spreading love and joy and peace and hope, And so for me, being a musician, I feel that music, is one of the greatest ways to be able to communicate a message of love and inspiration and hope, to encourage people to, hold your head up high, keep your head up, it's not that bad, it's not the end of the world, just keep holding on to hope, because that's the one thing that we can always hold on to is hope, and it's hope that pretty much gets us through a day. It pretty much helps us to get through a week in general, and so, it's pretty much the main thing that keeps you going, and it's something that we always have to hold on to, no matter what circumstance, no matter what the case may be, no matter what it is, so that's something that we should always hold on to as hope, you know, and so that's why I believe. And a couple of reasons why I don't watch the news these days is, just the constant bombardment of politics, and seeing all these different news networks like CNN and ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, Fox, Bloomberg, all these different news networks, and even with the roundtable discussions with the panels and things like that, social commentators, political commentators, and things like that, just going at each other's throats and fighting, and it's just a mess. It's a circus. It's a pathetic circus act, that we're seeing. We're seeing people just constantly going at each other's throats, the blue donkeys versus the red elephants, just constantly going at each other's throats, and it's embarrassing and it's appalling, and it's basically, just causing more of a divide than ever before, and it's just sad, just seeing this kind of tribalism, and how it's still, being perpetuated, how the flames are still being stoked, and it's pretty sad, and it's just crazy, and so for me, I just feel more at peace not watching the news. I much rather watch, classic sitcoms from back in the day, back in my day, growing up in the 90s, just that 90s nostalgia, watching all those, classic 90s sitcoms from back in the day, and even, 90s Nickelodeon. I'm a 90s Nickelodeon kid, as you can see, 90s Nickelodeon all the way, made in the 90s, so yeah, man. So, and even with that, sometimes it's good to just turn off the TV and just do other activities. For me, I'm a musician, and so I'm always spending time working on music, working on writing my own music and things like that, and just playing, and just sharing songs of encouragement and inspiration, and songs of love, and just to really, help encourage and inspire people, and I believe that that's why we're all in this world, right? To encourage and inspire people. I mean, there's a lot of ugliness going on. There's a lot of people trying to, eliminate and annihilate each other, and for us, we as creatives, as creators, should always aspire to inspire people to have a greater zest for living, because life is beautiful. You'll never know, like I said, you'll never know how sweet life is if you don't take a chance and get out there and just take a bite, for yourself, and take a taste of it, and so there's so much more that life has to offer us, and so all the reason why it's so important for us to continue to hold on to hope and to continue to, do our part to make a difference in this world, by using the gifts and talents that's inside of us, and so each and every one of us has something to contribute, and, and don't worry about whether it's gonna make the headlines and things like that, just doing it because it's the right thing to do. It's because you care, and I do what it is that I do because I care. I care about people. I care about, making sure that people are okay. I just want to make sure that, everyone is okay, and just want to inspire people and just to, encourage people to just look up and just trust God and, just hold on to hope, and just keep it going. It's not the end of the world. All we can do is just keep on going. Life is never perfect, and we shouldn't look for life to be perfect. All we can do is just do the best we can, put our best foot forward, and just roll with the punches. That's all we can do. And so that's pretty much it. And so for me, those are pretty much the reasons why I don't watch the news. And so I feel so much happier, so much more at peace. Because of that. you know. And, you know, I just, you know, even though there are some things that you have to deal with in terms of your family and things like that, where you have to, you know, deal with, you know, just, you know, the ups and downs of family, disagreements and arguments and things like that, you know, just dealing with, you know, just a lot, you know. But for me, you know, I'm more so concerned about making sure that my own personal well-being is at peace, you know, making sure that my mind and my heart is at peace moving forward, you know. And so the mind and the heart is a precious thing, you know, and so it's up to us to make sure that we nourish it properly and to take good care of it and keep it healthy, you know. And so that's all we can do, you know, and just keep looking up and just keep moving forward, and just knowing that, you know, the good still outweighs the bad, and, you know, just hold on to hope, and it's all good, you know. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys got something out of this. I just wanted to share it with you, and I hope that this has encouraged and inspired you, you know, to continue to develop a greater zest for living and just enjoy life and play your part, because you have a role to play as well, you know. Whatever gifts and talents that are inside of you, you know, use it to the best of your ability, maximize it to the fullest, and make it known, you know, amplify it, blow it up, you know. And so that's the thing, you know. And so you guys be encouraged, be inspired, you guys take care, look forward to doing some more stuff for you guys. Got some more videos coming. You guys, you know, you guys subscribe to my channel, and, you know, I got a lot of good stuff on there for you, and I hope you guys like it, and I'm excited, you know. And so you guys take care. Peace.